Young Kurds come to the Mesopotamia Culture Center in Istanbul to cultivate their music and language, a right that Turkey's Kurdish minority long fought for. After 35 years of civil strife, the government in Ankara has extended a hand to the Kurds. The Kurds of neighboring Iraq are one step further, standing on the brink of a national state of their own.
That would mean an opportunity for us to express our demands even more forcefully, and the Iraqi Kurds ought to support us, just as we support them. But we also shouldn't forget our brothers and sisters in Iran and Syria.
Erbil is the capital of the Iraqi Kurdistan region. The Iraqi capital Baghdad is far away geographically and politically. The autonomous region's president, Masoud Barzani, is taking advantage of the ongoing conflict between Sunnis and Shiites to advance the cause of an independent state. A fully independent Kurdistan would be a dream come true for Nihat Koja, Erbil's mayor, since 2004, when the city's population was 500,000. Now it's more than doubled in size. The traders at the bazaar think highly of him. Many of the older generation fought for their people's freedom as guerrillas in the mountains. The mayor says those days are gone now, at least for the Kurds of northern Iraq.
The freedom we have now makes us feel secure. And everyone here makes an effort to support and defend this freedom. We have our own military organization, secret service and police.
Another factor is the spectacular economic development of Iraqi Kurdistan. New high-rises and shopping centers are popping up all over Erbil, most of them built by Turkish developers. Turkey, the Kurds' one-time arch-nemesis, has turned into Kurdistan's biggest investor. The returns come largely in the form of oil. Iraqi Kurdistan takes charge of its own oil exports. The Kurdish leadership is delighted that Turkey no longer treats the Kurds as enemies.
So Kurdistan is pursuing its own national security, and Kurdistan really wants to have a balanced relations with all the neighbors. It's a win-win situation. It's not only that Kurdistan is winning from the relation with Turkey, Turkey is also winning in that relationship with Kurdistan, and that's the way of doing politics on the neighborhood.
Erbil's City Hall. The Kurdish administration is still a work in progress. Whenever problems crop up, the mayor steps in personally. He lived in Germany over 20 years, where he learned about Western systems of government. But his booming city is attracting more people than it can accommodate.
I remember very well that up until 3 or 4 years ago, we had to demolish over 12,000 houses that had been put up illegally. But we provided the residents with lots and funding to build their own homes according to the building code, to establish more order in the city.
Most of the Iraqi Kurds welcome Turkey's support and would like to see more. Some could even imagine a Turkish-Kurdish federation. Voices around the bazaar say that would bring them closer to the European Union.
Just look at the history of the Kurds. We've always been the pawn of the world powers. Now the West can help make up for it by supporting us. Our future depends even more on the EU and the United States than on Turkey.
Many of the Kurds in Istanbul are also dreaming of an independent Kurdistan. But they're watching developments in Iraq and waiting.
To me personally, the Kurdish leader in northern Iraq, Masoud Barzani, is too feudal and conservative. I'm happy to see them making progress. But politically, I'd like a different Kurdistan.
With or without independence, many Kurds see a brighter future.